Where you at, Berto?
Nobody looks human anymore, and it's getting scary. This is so true, bro. I don't know what's going on with these celebrities, and not just celebrities. Everyday girls are going up and messing up their faces with these procedures, bro. I don't understand it. Why are y'all doing this to yourselves? You gotta appreciate what God gave you, queens.
I got my third facelift.
Are you happy with the results?
I kind of am.
You look great.
I know I'm shallow, but I am. Take a good look at the face.
Come on!
That is not Demi Lovato. That Demi Lovato does not give me real
Oh my God.
person vibes.
Is it just me, or do other people get uncanny valley from people with a lot of plastic surgery? You don't look like a human being I see on the regular streets, and it's noticeable.
I am freaking out right now. I just saw a picture of Mandy Moore.
You know who fucked they shit, bro? Jenna Ortega, gang. Oh my God, she thrashed her.
Who is that?
If I would have went into a coma 5 years ago and woke up today,
that's Selena Gomez.
90% of Hollywood. What the hell is going on?
We've reached a strange point in beauty standards where the more perfect you look, the less beautiful you are. Wild take, but hear me out. Some of the most beautiful women in the world don't look like themselves anymore. They've become so snatched.
Oh my God, Miley Cyrus chopped her shit too, gang.
So
oh my God,
so symmetrical, and now their faces all.
Yo, Miley literally looks scary, bro. Like that ass. If this was a scary movie, you'd be terrified.
Perfect, but not in a good way. So let's get this straight. I'm kind of nervous about this video because the last thing I want to do is speak down on a woman's face. That's brutal, but something about
oh my God, Jenna, no!
Around the world thinking that this is right. We're gonna talk about the almost pretty girl. The girl who has every feature that can make her beautiful according to beauty standards. But these features have literally
oh my God, why?
Cut out.
Look at this. This is crazy, bro. Why? You genuinely look fine here. Now over here, you look like a fucking Greek statue.
The warmth, the emotion, and that little bit of life that used to make someone beautiful. This video is going to be a whole lot of tough love, so if you cannot stand
talk to me.
The oven is going to be on 450 degrees, so I'm sorry. You're going to have to get out the kitchen. Welcome to the Girl Talk you didn't know you needed. And I'm not saying you have to subscribe. You're classy. I know you don't just give those away for free, but or when you up using my link or and start earning cash today. The blueprint isn't perfect, but
I had to skip her brand deal because I got my own. Yo, real quick, if you like making money, I need you to watch this part of the video. If you don't like making money, then go ahead and skip it, but that really should be none of y'all. I know you guys have been seeing me promote this new app called Free Cash, and the big talk of the town is
this a scam, Berto? What is this?
Well, look at this guy and this guy. All people from our community that are making money through the Free Cash app. The link is in the description. Even one person from my boy Astro Dior's community made $1,000 using the Free Cash app. I know it sounds crazy, but yes, you can make free money while playing games on your phone. But let me break this down in a very clear way for you guys so you know exactly what's going on. When you sign up for Free Cash using the link in my description, once you're in, you're gonna see a list of games pop up. You download them, you play them, you beat the levels, get to the certain requirements that they tell you to hit. And once you get there, you're gonna get some credits sent to your account. Every single time you hit the requirements, you get paid real money. And they make the process so easy that you can cash out that money into your PayPal or even gift cards. And yes, it is completely free to use. Now there are some options where you can spend a little cheese to get through the level faster, but you don't need to do that. The reason why this is even possible is because these games are trying to get new players onto their platform. So they pay Free Cash to pay you to get people to play the game. Now I know I showed you a crazy example of somebody making up to $1,000, which it's possible, but realistically it might take some time. This is just an easy way you can make an extra 10, maybe 20 bucks, just doing something that you guys probably do for free anyway. So if you're gonna be bullshitting on your phone playing games, why not get paid? So if you've been on the fence, this is your sign. Click the link in my description and try out a few games. And when you make your money, take a screenshot and send it to me, bro, because I want to see y'all make that cheese. Because if I'm winning, I want to make sure y'all winning too. I love y'all. Y'all know what to do. Link in the description, and you're gonna get a $5 bonus using my shit. Now let's get right back to the video. Where you at, family?
It's exactly what made it perfect. Since celebrities have always been the blueprint for what beauty is supposed to look like, they're our main focus for today. And in the early 2000s to 2010s, not only could you see women with natural beauty, you could see faces that looked completely different from each other.
Facts. I think one of the biggest things that suck nowadays is all these hoes want to look alike. They all getting the Kim Kardashian care package. Gang, you do realize that being unique and different is what makes you special, baby.
Instagram face beauty used to be bold. Faces were striking and complex, and
different.
You could actually remember them. No one trying to blend in with one another, and no one looked the same. There used to be so much mystery and diversity to women. Faces were textured, asymmetrical, and expressive.
You could open magazines like InStyle, Essence, and Teen People and see girls and women like Beyonce, Mandy Moore, Keke Palmer,
the single
Amanda
ladies.
Bynes. And I'm not gonna sugarcoat this and make it seem like the beauty standards back in the day couldn't be toxic. Thigh gaps and cheekbones were still glorified. Let's get that settled.
Danielle, you went to the dentist, but you refused to have your gap closed. Do you really think you can have a CoverGirl contract with the gap in your mouth?
Damn. I ain't gonna lie. I'd have been like, bitch, get up here and let me see something about it. I'm about to put a gap in your shit, ho.
Yeah, why not? This is all people see. It's easy reads beautiful CoverGirl. It's not marketable.
Damn.
A little bit is okay, but I don't want to completely close it.
Well, I guess she just left the gap wide open for another girl, baby.
I agree.
Heroin chic is a style popularized in the early 1990s fashion and characterized by pale skin, dark.
I feel like nowadays in 2025, you know, don't you see like those, like, I don't want to call them weird looking, but, you know, very interesting looking people. They all do like the model runway stuff now. Like they be like bald or sometimes just genuine, body defects. You know, again, I'm not calling it defects like in a bad way, but you know what I mean. It's like traditional things that aren't like everyday norms. Those motherfuckers be like fashion stars now. I be seeing them all over Instagram. That should be dope.
Dark circles underneath the eyes, emaciated features, androgyny, and stringy hair, all traits associated with the abuse of heroin or other drugs. A 1996 article in the LA Times stated that the fashion industry had a nihilistic vision of beauty that was reflective of drug addiction.
I'm just gonna say this, if the beauty standards back in the day weren't toxic, women wouldn't look like how they look today. Moral of the story, women used to look like themselves. And I know that kind of sounds like an oxymoron because of course women look like themselves. But when we take a look at today, it makes sense why I'm saying that. Over time, natural beauty started to feel...
They all look the same.
Outdated. Almost like it wasn't enough to just look like yourself.
Most of my life, I felt self-conscious because I didn't have as much chest as other grown-up women. So I went to the hospital and had what they call plastic surgery.
But why? What was wrong with the way you were?
But I just never felt good about myself the way I was.
And why is this a child talking to the mom?
As the beauty standards started to get more aggressive and it started to get more accessible in a way that made a lot of women feel like they had to have it, like they had to keep up.
Female celebrities are pretty much in an impossible position where they're required to look perfect and look youthful forever in order to have a career. But they can't look too overdone or they'll be plastic and they won't look effortless, and that will damage their career because they won't be able to emote and make the facial expressions that they need for acting. I mean,
last time I checked, y'all motherfuckers be putting so much plastic in your face, you can't make no facial expressions. That's just stuck in one emote.
They're damned if they do, damned if they don't. It's no wonder that celebrities are going to seemingly any length to look young and flawless forever.
Once celebrities and influencers...
Now, I ain't gonna lie, her transformation was insane. Look at this.
...started showing off these
upgrades.
People wanted those results.
I went to Kris Jenner's last guy because the new guy is $1 million.
For a facelift?
For a facelift.
No way.
And the ladies are lining up. These psycho are calling and using code words and passwords. And you've got to know the password to get Kris Jenner's guy for $1 million.
What?
Most people have a shopping wish list. I have a surgery wish list. There are all the surgeries, treatments, etc. that I would get.
A surgery wish list.
I want this nose. I need this nose. I would pay to have this nose.
From the nose jobs to the lip fillers, the brow lift.
I hate lip fillers, bro. I hate lip fillers. I have yet to see lip fillers that look good on a girl. And 9 times out of 10, girls that don't even need thicker lips are getting it done. The lips already thick. Bitches walk around looking like fucking ducks. I do not like that shit, bro.
And yes, Ozempic has a lot to do with this also, but we'll get to that later. The new go-to look started to become more sculpted,
the Jack
and
Skeleton,
almost exaggerated. And as it became that, it also became more tempting because now you didn't have to be born with it. You could just buy it. So that's when we started to see this.
She fucked her face too, gang. Starlight, what are you doing?
Unsettling movement of women swapping out their natural.
She literally looks so much better natural. Wow. That's bad, bro.
Beauty for something a bit more
oh my God.
manufactured.
I got my third facelift. I mean, they yanked my face. And I said, give me a good yank. I go, doctor, I don't want to see you in 6 months. Give me a good, get in there and just start pulling, yanking.
Now, this is where it gets really interesting because people
serious.
aren't just talking about bad surgery. They're talking about the weird, uneasy feeling they get from just looking at it. Today, there are countless women with the exact
all beautiful ladies. Fuck they shit.
Facial features we were taught to want. The sharp jawline, the high cheekbones, the big pouty lips. But instead of looking stunning, something looks off.
People's faces are really starting to scare me.
Yeah.
Your lips don't need to look like they're trying to escape.
And I noticed Nicole Kidman having a weird mouth or something wrong with her face in Aquaman. I literally could not enjoy the movie when she was on screen because it was like something was going on. I don't know if it was like too much Botox because like her face didn't have like movement or anything, but this was terrifying.
And y'all, it's so hard to put it into words without sounding or coming off as rude, but let's be real. A lot of women nowadays, they don't look human. They don't look like a real person. They almost look like wax figures of themselves.
Women don't
oh my God.
really look like human beings anymore. Hundreds of thousands of perfectly beautiful, healthy women, in trying to become even more beautiful, even more perfect, are literally disfiguring their faces with filler.
Mar-a-Lago face is getting a lot of plastic surgery work done, right? Whether it's actually reconstruction or you're just getting injections here, there, and everywhere. But these people do not look like human beings anymore. It's very uncanny valley.
Take Demi Lovato, for example.
Who's already beautiful, like why?
She was introduced to the media as a child star, appearing in movies and TV shows like Camp Rock,
been in the game.
Barney and Friends, and Sunny with a Chance.
She had one of the craziest stories. I covered this on my channel. I actually did a little Disney documentary. Believe it or not, it flopped, but I'll bring it up for you guys so you guys can go check it out for the ones that care. It's still up. Right here.
Where you at, Berto?
Warning. Y'all can go check that out. The Downward Spiral of Disney Stars. It was one of my, I spent months working on this video. Y'all could go check it out. But I ended up doing a lot of research on Demi Lovato. It's on my channel right now. Go check it. Go tap in. Y'all let me know what you think.
Hey, I'm Demi Lovato from Camp Rock. Hello? And you're watching Disney Channel.
And behind the scenes, she was struggling with something that not even a lot of adults can handle. From eating disorders to battles with addiction,
drugs.
Demi's journey hasn't been easy. So seeing her healthy and thriving today is amazing.
Once I relapsed, the floodgates were open. Within a couple of weeks, I called a dealer and I was like, do you have condoms? And he said, no, but I have and I was like,
oh my God.
The 27-year-old
Oh my God, that's so sad.
went on to explain how she's come to be more accepting of her body.
Now when I look in the mirror and I start to have a negative thought, so what I say to myself is, nope, you're healthy and I accept you.
When someone's been through that much, it's not surprising they'd probably want to look like a completely new version of themselves. So as she's reintroduced herself to us today, people have started to talk.
That is not Demi Lovato, and I don't care what anybody says. She went through a rough patch, and I'm all about healing. But that Demi Lovato does not give me real person vibes.
Something about her new look looks unfamiliar. Her face is a bit more uplifted, cheeks are a bit more hollowed, and her lips are a lot more pouty, almost to the point where it seems like she can't even close them. There's almost an uncanny uncanny, unemotional stiffness to her face.
When I was a preteen, the beauty standard was heroin chic. It was the very, very, very frail, thin looking people. The beauty standards were just so unrealistic. And so I wanted to be that role model for myself.
There seems to be a pattern here. We see celebrities, and most of them
the big three, they all chop their shit.
being child stars, like Selena Gomez.
Bro, Selena Gomez had niggas in a chokehold, bro. I didn't even like Wizards of Waverly Place, but I watched every fucking episode. I remember back when I was in school, I literally had the biggest crush on Selena Gomez.
Ariana Grande, Miley Cyrus. Women who had a distinct, unique look to them growing up now have this sculpted...
Oh my God. Look at Selena, bro. And I know she's just aging, but I feel like you could see all the bullshit in her face. Miley literally looks like an alien. And then, yeah, Demi Lovato looks like she's in a perpetual duck face.
Ultra snatched look, and they just look like a shell of their past self.
I keep seeing Miley Cyrus, and something about
Why she always have the same face?
Really off. Like, she just doesn't even look like a real person.
There was a selfie from the music video shoot, but then like when you watch the music video, she just looks so different. I don't know, it's like off.
Selena Gomez's name has been coming up a lot, and I know it's a sensitive topic because a lot of people argue that her new look is tied to her lupus diagnosis. And while she's been incredibly open about her health, she's had a kidney transplant, she takes a lot of medication, and she has weight fluctuations that comes with it.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, this would be the thing with topics like this. It's like, it's so easy to point and judge, but you never really know what somebody's going through. But just in general, I really feel like girls are struggling in this new gen with all this bullshit. Y'all be so young making these decisions, altering your face. Like, I just hate to see it, bro.
I had arthritis. My kidneys were shutting down. My mentality was just to keep going.
But even with all of that in mind, people are noticing something else. Something that normally doesn't tie into health.
Why is she transforming into an elderly Chinese woman? 18 million views, 513,000 likes is crazy. People on social media have been talking about Selena Gomez's new look, saying that she does not look like the same person at all. She looks a little bit more gaunt, she looks a little bit older. It's true that I
mean, again, she's old, she's aging, so fair enough, but
always has had a fuller face in the past, and she says that a lot of her appearance changes is due to her lupus. Meanwhile, others are totally convinced that she's just getting plastic surgery.
Her features look more sculpted, lifted, and tighter in ways that feel like they go beyond what lupus alone could cause. And that's where the conversation gets a little uncomfortable, because no one wants to criticize how a woman is coping with her illness. But when the changes start to feel more cosmetic...
Oh my God, it does look kind of crazy, bro. Damn, she looks crazy, bro.
Than medical, it opens the door for a lot of people to question what's going on.
Kind of making me uncomfortable.
And wow, are they questioning?
Does having lupus make you Chinese?
Yo, the internet is evil, gang.
I don't think it does. I think this is a plastic surgery thing. I could be wrong. If you're a person with lupus and then, you know, suddenly people start referring to you as Shang Mei, hit me up. I want to know your story.
Comments like, she looks so fake, she's in her Area 51 era, Selena Gomez is hard to look at, are popping up in comment sections everywhere. And y'all, as cruel as these comments are and extremely unnecessary, we can't deny why there's a reaction to celebrities' new faces, because it's for a reason.
So recently Jenna was in Paris for the premiere
This one pisses me off.
of Wednesday season 2. Here's a before and after, and she...
Why? Why, Jenna? Why? Like, literally why? This is insane. I'm actually probably going to screenshot this for the thumbnail because what are you doing? Mid-video thumbnail grab, because this is the craziest before and after ever. Wow.
Looks very different, but people are not happy with this difference, and because of it, she's receiving thousands of nasty hate comments. People saying that she looks malnourished, people are accusing her of being on snow, and overall just saying a lot of
oh my god, Frankenstein,
very mean things.
Y'all remember earlier when we talked about how back in the day, beauty and being pretty wasn't perfect? Well, fast forward to today, beauty is perfect. You basically have to look perfect to be considered pretty, especially with comments like these and the comments I just read. That only adds to the pressure of having to be perfect.
For a few years, I have felt this constant pressure to be the prettiest in every space I walk into. And I think it's really hitting me today because I'm noticing that constant stress I add to myself is weighing on me mentally and physically. I feel crazy because I'm like, why do I feel this way? Why do I feel like I have to be the prettiest everywhere I go?
And for a lot of women, that pressure turns into procedures. If we take all the Botox, the fillers, the surgery, the Ozempic, we get a woman that looks like a prettier version of herself, but not entirely.
It's not even pretty, bro. You know what I be thinking? I've said this before. I be feeling like girls be trying to look pretty for Instagram before they do in real life, gang. And you know, that hollow, the lips and all that extra bullshit that they be doing only looks good from their angle on IG. You know what I'm saying? So they take their photo from the right angle, the right situation, the right lighting. Then they still go and edit on top of it, edit the photo on top of it. That's the only place it looks good. But y'all are falling in love with the perception of how you look online more than how you look in real life. Because y'all are beautiful, man. Straight up. And honestly, brothers don't be going to get as much procedures done and shit. But I be trying to tell y'all, like, you got to appreciate your flaws. You know, that's what gives you personality. I was talking to a girl the other day and I was telling her how, like, one of my biggest insecurities is my teeth. And this is a little bit hypocritical, but I've always said, like, oh, whenever I, pop off and get some onions, I'm gonna go get my teeth done. And she was like, nah, like, I feel like your teeth show so much of your personality. I love your teeth. And, like, I literally got fangs. Like, I literally look like a vampire, gang. And, but when she said that, it made me kind of like, maybe you're right, bro. I kind of do start like my shit. And, that's why I say it's a little bit hypocritical, because I had to take a step back and understand that that's the same mentality that probably a lot of people are going through. And then they go make these altercations. Like, you got to learn to love yourself. And again, there's levels to it. I'm not saying motherfucker couldn't have got braces, but y'all know what I'm trying to say.
That's because the version was pushed too far, and instead of looking natural, she looks man-made.
When I see a celebrity like this, first I get uncanny valley.
Oh my God.
Also, and I feel bad about
every time we see Demi Lovato, her lips are hanging out.
this. So just know I feel bad already. I don't find them pretty anymore, and not because their new features aren't pretty, because someone could have these features naturally and be gorgeous. There's something Frankenstein about all these celebrities having these cut and paste parts to the point where they're not even themselves anymore.
God.
Actually reminds me of The End of Death Becomes Her. They've just replaced their parts so many times and they're so botched. It's like good from far, but far from good. And beyond this making you look kind of like a wax museum version of yourself, it also takes away from whatever made you you in the first place, okay? So here's Zoe Kravitz. Here's Shania Twain.
Zoe is so beautiful too. I mean, she still is, but again, nerfed her shit.
Kate Beckinsale. Here's Demi Moore. Wait, my favorite one's coming. Here's Lea Michele. And here's Demi Lovato again. This one's more subtle, but here's Dakota Johnson. And for the record, she used to look like this. First of all,
what?
Everybody said, give me this jawline. The lips of a fish.
That was fucking bad.
Hollowed out cheeks. Everybody has the same eyebrows. And all of this combined with Ozempic just makes everybody look like this creepy, almost pretty version of themselves, but it's just not pretty because it's missing a crucial ingredient to beauty, which I think might be authenticity.
One crucial shift in society to blame for this, and I was gonna call it a hot take, but it's not a hot take. It makes a lot of sense. And that is the rise of AI beauty. I'm talking about the filters that warp what a beautiful face is supposed to look like entirely. These filters don't just smooth the skin and remove pores. They literally rebuild
Oh my God.
you.
If you don't look drop dead gorgeous with this filter,
You look dumb as fuck though.
there is no hope for you.
They lift your cheekbones, they pinch your nose smaller, they make your lips bigger, and they give everyone that same symmetrical face. And the worst part is, we accepted that as beautiful. We got so used to seeing these faces so often, these warped faces, they started to look normal. And they started to become our beauty standard.
AI is about to change the way that we assess beauty, sort of like how plastic surgery did. And the very first thing that I thought of was this one creator. I'm gonna show you. I'm not even gonna really talk about her or her videos, just the imagery that she uses in it, and all of them are all AI generated. I don't know what her prompt is, but I imagine it's literally just like model or pretty model, and this is what it spits out. But the images that her AI spits out, they're all kind of weird. Because while there are women out there who do kind of look like this, it's interesting to think that her AI, when prompted, develop a pretty woman or
They all just kind of putting out clones.
a model woman, it thinks that all of them look like this. I imagine as a woman or even like a young teenage girl seeing images like that are only gonna get more and more common on the internet, like that's gotta like mess with your brain and what you think that you should look like. I just don't like it.
Now I want to show y'all a real example of this. Stick with me. There's a rise of women who are using a silly filter. Filters that most people would say are ugly. But these women use these filters so much, they actually started to love how they look with
That's a little wholesome take on it. That's dope.
them. They actually started to see themselves as beautiful with this filter. So think about it. The more you look at a filter or a surgically altered face, at first it probably looks weird, but the more you look at it, the more you think it looks okay.
I think that's the whole problem with plastic surgery in the first place, because you'll go, you get something small done, then you get used to it, then you see another imperfection, you go get that done, then you get used to it, then you do it again and again and again and again, and then before you know it, your whole face looking like goddamn a swollen Barbie doll.
Distortion of reality aligns with the cultivation theory, which suggests that long-term exposure to media content shapes viewers' perception of reality, which is like, and in the context of beauty standards, repeated exposure to idealized celebrity images can gradually alter our understanding of what's normal or attainable in terms of our appearances.
I feel like a lot of these women, especially the celebrities, they look more expensive than expressive. That's the best way I can word it. It's almost like once you get to a certain stature, once you have enough money, you have to have this ultra snatched, sculpted look. Because maybe if you don't, people start saying that you look old or tired or like you let yourself go.
None of these women would be getting a call back if Clueless was being remade today, and that's because the beauty standard in Hollywood has changed so much since 1995 that arguably some of the most beautiful women in the world would not have a chance today. Her face is too expressive, her face is too plain, and Stacey Dash, well, she would need to do what she does now, which is lighten up.
I think our standard of beauty is starting to shift to accept more AI filtered and uncanny looks, and a lot of women are thinking that that's beautiful. But beauty is not supposed to be predictable. You don't have to change yourself to be what you think beauty looks like, because then it'll make you look like an unnatural shell of yourself. Just be yourself. That's it.
W video, man. W video. I gave y'all my thoughts throughout, man. At the end of the day, it's sad to see, but I do think as men, you know, for all my brothers watching, I know I have a majority male audience. Make sure that you are uplifting your queens, your little sisters, you know, anybody, if the females in your family, make sure they know that they're beautiful, and, you know, give them that security, because I know all the women in my life, at the end of the day, it's their body, it's their world. They can do what they want, especially if they're a grown ass woman. But You know, like any girl that I've ever dated, I've always been a big like, hey, bro, you're not doing nothing. I'm not going to allow you to do nothing. Straight up. If y'all want to be mad at me for that, it is what it is. And it's not to say that I control you, but it's because you beautiful. Just how you is, girl. I ain't with you. I ain't with no chopped cheese now. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like there's obviously a lot of factors, everything, this whole video talking about, you know, social media kind of brainwashing people into this type of mindset for sure. But, you know, I think that extra security from the home or your lover or just your family, your friends, you know what I'm saying? That could do a lot as well. Love y'all, appreciate y'all. My name's Berto. Where you at, family? Y'all know where to find me.
Where you at, Berto?